The Olympic Games are one of the most celebrated events in the world. But as we look forward to the future, it's worth asking, could the current Olympic schedule be modified to better serve athletes, the fans, and even the International Olympic Committee? The tradition of holding the Olympics every 4 years dates back to ancient Greece. The original Olympic Games were celebrated in Olympia as part of a religious festival honoring the Greek god Zeus. They took place every 4 years, a period known as an Olympiad. The modern Olympic Games were revived in 1896 by Pierre de Coubertin, taking place in Athens. He was the co-founder and second president of the International Olympic Committee. It was his decision to continue the ancient tradition of a 4-year cycle to preserve its historical significance. Since then, cities hosting the Games have relied on the 4-year period to plan infrastructure and logistics. In 1986, the IOC voted to separate the Summer and Winter Olympics, starting in 1994. This change allowed the Winter Games to step out of the shadow of the Summer Olympics, thus gaining more prominence and better media coverage. In addition, it proved to be a financial success for the IOC, generating significant revenue from television rights. But our world has evolved even further since then. We live in a time of instant communication and year-round sports entertainment. While the current system benefits the IOC and gives each set of games its own spotlight, it's now time to address the elephant in the room, the athletes. The current system is unfair to the athletes as they are still facing a 4-year gap between opportunities to compete. This 4-year wait can be detrimental to athletes. A competitor who misses the Games due to injury might find they are no longer in their prime by the time the next Olympics comes around. And while Jamaican sprinter Usain Bolt was dominant for 12 years, he only participated in 3 Olympics. But imagine how much more his legend could have grown with more frequent opportunities to compete. Another example is Kerri Strug, the American gymnast famous for her heroic vault in the 1996 Olympics. While she continued to train after the Games, she eventually retired before the 2000 Olympics, partly due to the physical demands of the sport. Had there been a shorter wait, she might have had another chance to compete at a high level before deciding to retire. And there are so many other athletes who were essentially cheated out of more opportunities due to the 4-year wait. Most of the elite athletes listed here missed out on additional opportunities due to age, health, or other reasons. In the world of sports, 4 years can seem like an eternity. Also, recall the bronze medal controversy in women's artistic gymnastics during the 2024 Games in Paris. Romania's Ana Barbosu was initially awarded the bronze medal, but the judges reversed the decision on a scoring appeal and awarded it to American Jordan Chiles. However, the Court of Arbitration for Sport later returned the medal to Barbosu. Barbosu then sent an Instagram message to her teammate, who also missed out on a medal, and to Jordan Chiles. While it looked like a nice gesture, this line speaks volumes. That is, they will have to wait 4 long years to try again. Imagine holding both the Summer and Winter Olympics in the same year, but with a twist. These Games would be held every 2 years. In today's world of instant communication, social media, and constant news flow, the Winter Games no longer risk being overshadowed by the Summer Olympics. The global reach of the internet ensures that winter athletes receive just as much attention and recognition as their summer counterparts, keeping the spotlight balanced between the two. With this new schedule, athletes would have more frequent opportunities to compete without waiting for 4 long years, and the IOC would still benefit from the financial gains of frequent games. It should also be noted that the World Games, which occur every 4 years, focus primarily on non-Olympic sports, but include some overlap with Olympic events. For example, figure skating, track and field, and gymnastics. Since the World Games take place in the year following the current Summer Olympics, this proposal doesn't conflict with their schedule. Instead, the Olympics would now occur every 2 years, with the World Games following as they currently do. For example, if the Olympics are held in 2040, they would be held again in 2042, with the World Games taking place in 2041 and 2045 as usual. This ensures that both events continue to thrive without overshadowing each other. While the World Games offer an important platform for athletes in specific sports, they don't hold the same level of global prestige as the Olympics. Much like the Oscars are considered the ultimate accolade in acting when compared to the Golden Globes, the Olympics represent the pinnacle of athletic achievement, while the World Games, though respected, simply remain a secondary prize in the eyes of many competitors. And for the athletes, this proposal would be a game changer. More frequent games mean more chances for athletes to earn medals and build on their legacies. They will also be able to compete while they are still in their prime and in their best physical condition. If they miss the games due to injury, at least they no longer have a 4-year wait to return. It would also give them more time in the spotlight, which could create even greater opportunities for sponsorships. For viewers, this change would mean more frequent opportunities to enjoy Olympic sports. Fans wouldn't have to wait 4 years to see their favorite athletes in action, and they'd have more opportunities to connect with different sports and cultures around the world. The Olympics could become a more regular and integral part of our lives. Host cities would benefit as well, as more cities would have the chance to host the games and showcase themselves on the global stage. And since cities are selected well in advance, there would still be plenty of time for planning. For networks, more frequent Olympics would allow for a more organized flow of content and greater advertising opportunities. The current broadcasts, often rushed, could be more thoughtfully produced with a steady stream of Olympic content every 2 years. The separation of the Summer and Winter Olympics after the 1992 Games was a strategic move that brought significant benefits. But as we look to the future, it's time to consider whether a new approach could better serve the athletes, fans, and even the IOC. And let's be honest, the Olympic Games are supposed to be about the athletes, yet they receive the least benefits under the current schedule. Holding both sets of games in the same year, every 2 years, would give athletes more opportunities, keep the excitement alive for fans, and still allow the World Games to flourish in their own right. Let's keep the conversation going, because the Olympics are more than just a tradition. They're a celebration of human potential, and it's time to give that potential the best possible stage.